Welcome back to this video series about the KnowledgeSmart Skills Assessment Report template. This video will focus on module and question performance. So let's use the bookmark panel here and go to Module Overview. By default, this chart here is sorted via the longest elapsed time. So it just provides insight when we can look at time and score together. So we are measuring here the average score, and then the overlapping bar is the elapsed time. And we also have the ability to sort this via count of result ID if we want to give weight to that. So if we go to test name and we just choose BIM 360 Glue, for example, we see that we get a quick summary of which modules were completed in that assessment and, which were the modules that perhaps need to be investigated and reinforced based on score, and then maybe even in terms of time. This is a summary visualization around module performance. The next report page, which is also focused on module performance, offers some module performance statistics. So on the left-hand side, you can drill down to a specific test name or module name. If we look at this middle column here, we are offered a matrix table with the module name on the left and then average of module score here, with some conditional formatting based on result score grade, so that we can quickly identify which modules need to be investigated for training and development purposes, skills gaps, reinforcement, etc. Then the next column is count of username, so that we can also get an idea of how many people were involved in that average. And then we've got the company average module there to kind of compare that specific module's performance against. So that is quite handy to view there. And then on the right hand side, we get a chart with the highest average modules at the top and the lowest average modules at the bottom here. So we can get a quick idea of which modules the team is proficient in and which ones are registered skills gaps. You can also go and adjust in your filter panel. Currently there is a top-end filter in place showing the bottom 20. You can change that, for example, to the bottom 10 or the bottom 5 as you prefer. So if we then have a look at the question overview page, which is page 22 of the report, we are presented with another matrix type table, and we can look at the question name here on the left, the average question score, the average question duration, the count of result IDs that completed that question, the count of training requests, the count of skipped questions, and the overall question average as a comparative value. And then we've sorted the data via the count of training tags to create a focus around which questions would be priorities for us to then take a look at from a skills gap perspective. There is some conditional formatting on the average of question score column, once again with green being star user, red priority development, and considered development in orange. At the top here, you can filter to a specific account name, test name, or question score grade, which works the same as the results score grades. Then the same as what we had with module statistics, but slightly different. On the left-hand side, select your test name or a specific module name, and then you're presented with a list of question names here in the middle with the count of a username that completed that question, and then the average score with a bit of conditional formatting here around the average question score. So there's a little bar chart, and if it's colored in full, then it means they scored in star user. If it's got no color, then it's priority development, and if it's got some bars colored, it's considered development. So just to show you what is possible from a conditional formatting perspective. And then on the right hand side here, we've got the highest average questions and the lowest average questions. And once again, the number of bars shown there is controlled via our top N value or filter here on the right. So if you want to adjust that, just adjust the figure that you see there. Currently it's set to 10. So that is our video on module and question performance. In our next video, which will be our last one in this series, we'll take a look at our scorecard visualizations, of which there are 3 as part of this report.